This stream at about 11:22. There's probably about 30 people that were actually here for the Remembrance Day still left in the park. Currently, you have one NYPD, the dark blue van. The car that's off to the side of the gray car, they're the ones calling the shots. Basically, I know liaison with the mayor's office has been out here. The two cars there, that's 3, 4, at least 4 over there, and back of that vans. So 8, 9, figure 10, coming up to 11, 12. And again, I'm just doing an assessment of the equipment they have out here right now for about 30 people. 11, 12. Up here you've got 13. And keep in mind, on average there's about 4 people per vehicle. So my end count, basically do times 4, and you'll have an idea of how many officers are out here also for this still right now. Well, this one has like 6 in it, but basically if it's 11:22, that means they've had all of this equipment out here since at least 6 o'clock. That means for the past 5 hours, regardless of what crimes have been happening around the city, there's been close to 200 officers around here. 13, 14, 15. And it's a Friday night. And I can't count how many times in city council, when it came time for them needing more money, saying that they don't have enough officers to cover all the crime that's happening. Well, the reason is because most of the officers are out there dealing with oppression, especially when it comes to free speech, the right to protest. Let's say 15, 16. Of course, these guys over here. Coming up to the NYU side. So 16 on average right now. So at least 16 vehicles. Those are NYU, but they're always around here. I just wanted to make a quick circle around. So 16. Let's see what we've got over here. And granted, over here on this street, they're always deployed out here. 16, 17, 18. Another blue van, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 27, 28, there's one in back of me. 29, 29, 30 actually, because a car down there, and there could be another one, so at least 29, 30, 30 times 420 officers, 29, 30, 31, and of course another one of, okay, and I already counted this one. So, what is it, about 32, 120, 150 officers for maybe about 30 people that are in the park that were here for the trans. And don't get confused that the reason they were out here was for the Trans Day of Remembrance, specifically here in Washington Square Park, that took place today. Basically, right now there's just a handful of people. Everyone else is the normal Friday night crowd in Washington Square Park that would be out here regardless. So I'm gonna walk back through the park right now. And anyone who's in New York basically understands that on a Friday night, Washington Square Park is always packed with people. So all of these people are basically the normal crowd that would be in Washington Square Park. The high police presence wouldn't be because of them, because I've come down through this area countless times, and there's not the high presence of NYPD during that time. So my question is, if they don't have this high presence normally, and they brought all of this out, all of this equipment, all of this manpower, and granted, earlier during the day, my estimate of 250, this is what's left for the Trans Day of Remembrance over here. And they still have all this equipment out here. And manpower, personnel. My estimate is that I set an estimate of like 250 plus officers and stuff out here. My guess is that they probably had somewhere around 350 police officers out here for the Trans Day of Remembrance. Right now, they still have about 130 officers still out here. And granted, at a maximum, maybe about 30 people that are actually still here for the Trans Day of Remembrance. Everything else is the normal crowd that's in here on a Friday night. So, with all the shit happening in New York City on a Friday night, they still have all of this manpower out here. Every time they go before the city council talking about they need X amount of dollars because of the high crime rate, and they don't have enough people, you have to ask yourself, they've got enough people. It's just that they're pushing them into places they shouldn't be, that they don't have a need for. And this is a big, big example of that. Which is another reason why people are saying you could defund the NYPD by half. It wouldn't have been a problem. That money could have gone to schools, healthcare, a million other things. You could put a freeze on all of their hiring. They've got more than enough people. So I'm just giving you guys a look at where they're actually putting all these people, where it's not needed. You make your own decisions on that. Also, feel free to take a look at the stats of what happened in terms of crime within this New York City area within the last 5 hours while they've been out here. Actually, 5.5 hours while they've been over here where nothing was happening.